Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna draw another one of my OCs. This time around, this is Nox. Nox is a character from a TTRPG I'm playing currently with my friends called Wasteland Gospel. You might have seen him in another one of my recent videos. I think it was a short. But yeah, today I was thinking of drawing basically, as you're seeing, a full body plus a couple of different angles for faces and expressions. And I kind of wanted to bring you in the journey with me, and maybe potentially explain how my brain works while I'm drawing. So far I'm trying to keep it at the original speed. I think it's a bit faster than what I sketched it with, but eventually it's gonna get a bit faster. So this is gonna be a sketch, a cleaner sketch, and a quick coloring. So I might talk while you guys watch the video. So I'm gonna share a couple of drawings I made of Nox right now on the screen, so you can get an idea of what it looks like before the sketch is done. Nox slowly became one of my comfort characters to draw. I really like their design, and they're relatively easy to draw because they don't have complicated shapes or details. They mostly wear baggy clothes and they have spiky short hair and mostly wear glasses, as you can see right now. I try to keep the sketch relatively loose so that I can slowly build up from there. So now I lower the opacity of the sketch layer, and on top of it I'm making a cleaner sketch. Not trying to be too picky or precious about the line work. It's still pretty loose. This is mostly to get a better idea of both the pose and the expressions. For this specific face, I was struggling so hard. I erased it so many times. Eventually, as you can see, there was a bit of a cut here. I came up with a face that I was happy with. Something that I use a lot during my sketching process, even like when I line art, is the transform tool. So as you just saw, after I'm done with a sketch or a line art, I take the transform tool to resize specific parts of the body or specific details or moving them around. Knowing that I don't have to stick with what I'm doing, that I can change it whenever I want, makes it easier. So this is I'm sharing a couple of close-ups of the cleaner line. So after this, I lower the opacity once again, and I try to go with a different brush here. So I'm using a brush that is a bit transparent, so it still keeps the dynamic sketched vibe, and I just go with it. It can actually be very relaxing to just go over the lines again and again. So this is the time where usually I'd zone out. Something that really helped me get better proportions and symmetry is flipping the canvas. I try not to do it as much while recording, because when you speed up your process, it kind of looks insane. But yeah, I just did it. It's really good to basically make a symmetric face or body or whatever you're drawing. Sometimes you're so into a drawing and you think that it looks good, or maybe you think that it doesn't look good and you don't understand why. And just flip it. Just flip the canvas and you'll see like mistakes and little things that you don't notice while you're just working from a specific angle or side. Since this might take a little while, I can talk a bit about Nox, why I like this character, who is he, what's happening. So Nox is a character, as I said, from the TTRPG, a tabletop RPG. It's kind of like D&D, but there is less math. It's mostly role-playing. And our campaign is called Wasteland Gospel. And it's based on the Monster Hearts 2 TTRPG. So basically, our GM, our game master, took the elements from the base Monster Hearts game, and I was struggling with the shoes. I really was struggling with those shoes, man. Anyways, we took elements from the base game, and our GM, Fern, made that whole new game from it. This is the second campaign that I've been playing with this specific group of friends. The first one is another one called, we called it Monster Hearts University. It's a completely different campaign. Anyways, this campaign takes place in Arizona, basically, 1999, and it's based on a little town in the middle of the desert where spooky, horror-esque things happen, and every player's character has some kind of monster ability. My character is loosely based on the Medusa mythology, so they are a gorgon, and their eyes can petrify people. That's why they wear glasses and stuff. And they are part of a religious group that basically controls the town, called the Choir. It's more like a cult, and he's there, but he's not one of the most strict followers of said group. And the campaign is very LGBT friendly, and all of our characters are genderqueer or sapphic or transmasc or in some capacity. So it's very inclusive, it's very fun to play, and my character is very well, you wouldn't say from this specific pose that, that I chose for him now, but he's very dorky and kind of like nonchalant, sometimes sassy, doesn't really take things seriously, and doesn't like to share his feelings or think about them at all. So yeah, this is a little backstory of Nox. I think I'll let the video play out until it's time to color, and then I'll share more stuff about that process. So after moving and resizing a couple of things, I am finally ready to color. And as you can see, that looks a bit like magic, but I'm not exactly sure how the tool is called, but because it's in Japanese, but I'll share the link in the description. So recently, I said that in my previous video, but I've been using the lasso tool, like a lasso fill tool, to color, and it's extremely fun. It's relatively easy and quick, and yeah, it's pretty fun. So I'm mostly just blocking all the areas of interest in different layers. I have one layer for the skin, one layer for the hair, and different layers for the clothes in between. So I'm mostly just blocking, and after I block, I just shade, as you can see here. Very basic, nothing too complicated. It still works pretty okay in my opinion. Nothing much to say right now. I'm basically doing the same thing for all the different drawings, just filling in with the right color in the right layer. And again, it's pretty simple. I will let the video play again, and I'll come back in a little while. So, as I mentioned earlier, Nox is a gorgon, and those little things that I'm putting on his skin are scales. So, he's a bit of a snaky guy. And those things on his arms and his neck and his legs, they are tattoos. So, in the lore of the game, one of the characters, who is a tattoo artist, actually tattooed most of his body to cover the scales. It's sort of like something both to hide his true nature, but also to make him feel a bit comfortable. That little tattoo on the hand is something that every choir member needs to have. It's sort of like a proving thing. So Nox and other player characters are like high rank choir members, and they all have that same tattoo on their right hand. If you are interested in the campaign at all after hearing me blabber about it for a while, we actually are currently releasing the episodes on YouTube. Episode 5 should come out at the end of this month, and every episode is around 2-ish hours long. We are releasing it in our group YouTube account called saoifjas. I will share it in the description. So if you're interested, go take a look. Just check how insane we all sound when we play together. So right now I'm just adding all the info about Nox. They are a Gemini. And up there I'm just writing the name of the campaign, Wasteland Gospel, and also what it is. I initially write a sapphic Western TTRPG, and I struggled a lot with writing TTRPG. Eventually I added also a Monster Hearts sapphic Western TTRPG, TTRPG, just to give credit to the original one. And after that, I just sign it. It's a very boring signature, but also I don't know what happened to the quality of the video. I think I did something by mistake. But yeah, this is most of the drawing complete, and here is the final result. I added a little grid and a little shading in the back, but yeah, I hope that you have fun watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.